Hey, this is Rebecca Dirks for PremierGuitar.com. We are here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, checking out all of the gear used by Band of Horses. And Joe, you're taking care of the bass gear as well as some guitar gear. You want to start out with the basses?
Yes, I work for Bill Reynolds on bass, and right now he's playing a road-worn Fender Jazz bass. They recently, I think, got the Fender endorsement, so it's going pretty cool. And his other bass.
So that's just a brand new?
Yeah, brand new, the typical road-worn. I think it's Mexican. Then we have the P bass. Once again, American. This one's American-made, actually. And this one has the Nordstand pickups in it. So, and you can't go wrong with the badass 2 bridge. Yes, totally. So this one also is tuned to E-flat. The other one's standard. Songs like The Funeral, No One, he uses this one on.
And did he do all that damage himself, or was that relic in the...
This is road, this is all road damage done. So, yeah, we're keeping it real out here.
So he had the road-worn one where it's done for him, and then he's got this one where...
Totally.
Gotcha.
And
all right.
You know, big old cowboy belt buckle marks.
Yeah, right.
Okay, Ampeg. We got the basic Ampeg SVT. These, I think, are the SVT VR. They're like the heritage models, I think. And then for direct, we use the red DI. This thing's awesome. It works great for like acoustic guitar too and everything, but it's awesome.
So what do you like about it? Just really transparent?
It's a tube direct box. It sounds really good. I would say the 3 best for working with people is either like the Evil Twin, the Avalon, or this one. And it's kind of just a choice between those 3, but I don't think they make the Evil Twin anymore. But this one's also really durable. I mean, we have to do a lot of fly dates and stuff where we rent the back line, but this we always bring with us. So it's really good.
The Ampeg, the second one's just a backup.
The second one is backup in case this one goes down. Yep, totally. We try to have backup for everything if possible.
How does he keep that set?
Depending on the size of the room, I always try to go with basically everything just straight up the middle flat, and then depending on how much he's getting in his in-ears, or if we're playing inside, so for bass response, we'll just kind of set it to that, but I usually kind of just keep it straight up.
And he's just using channel 1?
Just using channel 1. If I take you over to the pedal board, I'll show you all the fun stuff, yeah. First we have the basic Boss, like TU2 tuner. Then we're using the MXR, the bass DI, but we're not using it for a DI function, just for like distortion. Okay. Then we have a basic D5, Boss digital delay, that he uses at the beginning of Infinite. And
how does he have that set?
He actually sets it where he doesn't even actually play a note, he just slaps the bass, more of a percussion kind of sound, so it makes a kind of a cool percussive effect. Yep. Box of Rock, and then the all and be all, the green Russian big muff. We tried the new one they make, the green one, the bass one that they tried, but for some reason a lot of people like that one too. It just seems to work really, really good for bass. So basically most of his pedals are just different levels of gain staging. Where, this is kind of rock. I like to call that one, that's your typical fuzzed out Sabbath riffs.
Play a lot of Sabbath riffs.
Yes, Band of Horses, yeah.
That's what
really
I think of.
Totally. It's kind of cool because the way he uses it, I think at the beginning of Compliments, he uses it. At the end of Funeral, for the big dynamic ending, he kind of kicks that one on. And other than that, that's kind of about it for bass. Nothing really special. I know occasionally he'll has an acoustic bass for like some, like the one-off like radio gigs and stuff like that. But
doesn't really travel with them. And what's he using for strings?
Strings right now, I think he's using. I think I just put on some. I think he likes Roto Sound. Okay. Yeah, totally. It depends right now. We're trying to figure out what endorsement to go with, but.
Round wound.
Yeah, basic round wound strings. Nothing. I think 45 through 105. Yeah, nothing too crazy. High action, though, on his basses.
Really?
Yeah, really high action. They're kind of, But.
All right.
And also, too, the cool thing about him, he goes between, depending on the song, picking fingers.
Okay.
So, it's pretty cool. Okay, here, now we have Ryan Monroe's rig. He plays guitar and keys for Band of Horses, and one of the main songwriters as well. I think they all are songwriters, obviously. First thing first, this is awesome. This is a Korg, a Vox. Under Korg's name, right. Vox Virage. Really cool guitar on this one. These are fairly new guitars. I don't know exactly, but I'm going to say maybe 5 years. Don't quote me on that one. The cool thing about this one, this would be your pickup selector for obviously bridge, middle, neck. But what you have with these pickups, this is for this pickup and this is for the neck pickup. If you hear it's a single coil, here it's a P90, and there it's a humbucker. So Ryan really likes just to kind of go with the back as a P90 on this guitar, and it's used for Weed Party and Laredo.
And he mostly just uses the bridge pickup then?
Yeah, bridge pickup. Sometimes he'll go in the middle pickup, but not really. This one is brand new from Fender. This one's awesome. This is a 1964 reissue. They just started making these, and I think Ryan was one of the first to get it right off the factory press. Nate at Fender hooked us up. Great guy. It's pretty beefy. It's like a transparent blonde, and it was really cool. It's like the back of the neck. It's rare you see the whole. I forgot what that was called, but it's really a beefy guitar too. It sounds huge, and it comes with the cool 1964 strap. We're keeping it real over here, people. Next guitar is a Les Paul TV20 or TV model. It's tuned to open D, capoed at the 6th fret for their new single, Knock, that's on the radio. And it's just, one trick pony of rock, I guess, really. It's an awesome guitar.
And that's new.
This is a newer model, yes, totally. I don't think we have anything really vintage on the road just because they used to take it and then stuff started just getting broken. Bill, the bass player, had a really rad Hagstrom bass until he switched to the... But I do have a vintage one for you, I forgot. We do have one real vintage guitar. Here it is. This is Ryan's 1977 Hagstrom, the suede model.
That was Koa?
I think so. This is kind of probably his favorite guitar. The pickups, everything about it, it's just a really good butt kicker. It sounds great. And I don't know, it's my favorite guitar he has too. It just sounds rad with anything pretty much.
Do you keep that one capoed usually, or is it just out?
This is for the new song Electric Music. On the record, he has a capo at the 5th fret, but the cable will come on and off. Yeah. It depends for what song, totally. And then the only other thing we got is actually right here, a good old-fashioned. This is for a lot of the acoustic stuff. It's just a good old Epiphone. I think it's actually made in Korea. We installed I think it's the Gold Martin pickup in it, and it sounds great. It's fine. He's doing a lot more strumming work with the new songs and everything. But that's it for guitars for Ryan.
And are you taking that direct?
Yes, DI, radial DI on this one. And on both, on the pedal, you'll see on Ryan's pedal board, we have all the DIs on the pedal boards too, just to make life a little easier.
Well, let's check it out.
All right, cool. Yes, this is Ryan Monroe's AC30, which we recently just serviced in Arkadelphia by this guy, Bob Simpson. He owns a bait and tackle shop out there, surprisingly. But these things sound really great. And this is his AC15 backup amp. So in case that bad boy goes down, we just go right to this. It's very kind of simple. We have both channels jumped. It's kind of like it breaks up a little bit, but then as you see when we get to the pedal board, he has more levels of gain staging for that type of thing. But nothing too crazy on this. And we have the channels jumped, and we're not using the reverb or the tremolo on that. We're just going for the board, so.
All right, well, let's check out the board.
Okay, we are here with Ryan Monroe's pedal board. We start with a basic Boss CU2 tuner, or TU2, into the Fuzz Factory, into MXR 78 Bass Distortion, then the micro amp, and then we have a good old-fashioned Boss tremolo, into the awesome MXR carbon copy, and then with a Boss digital reverb at the end of it. This other TU2 is for his acoustic, which you can see then goes to a radial DI out. Depending on certain songs, we have it set up so, if he wants to release a swarm of bees on the crowd, these will all go on at once. But I think for his solo on SIGs, he uses this one right here. Most of the stuff, I must say, like your basic kind of stuff is done with the micro amp, and it seems like for everybody, it's just great. I don't know, it's like an underdog, that pedal. I love it,
It just kind of fills everything up.
Yeah, some people tend to leave them on sometimes, which is totally cool too. We just get it to I like to call it a little bit below Malcolm Young tone, if you know what I'm saying, kind of. So, and then if he really wants to go there, we have that, and then this just takes us into, like I said, world domination mode. So,
do you keep the reverb or tremolo on?
Depending on some of the songs. What we did to make Haste actually really wise, he really liked the reverb and the tremolo on the Vox, but the fact is that we were on these big stages, and I couldn't find the actual foot switch anywhere since we've been on tour, so I'm like, you can't go wrong with a Boss tremolo and reverb, it'll work for now. And then we put it on, and he actually likes it better, so, A lot of people talk crap about the Boss pedals, but the one thing I must say is that, like, yeah, like a Demeter tremulator. That's awesome. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? But there's also something about, like, the reliability of Boss pedals.
And you can go anywhere and replace.
Yeah, and it's fine. Yeah, totally.
Except for those DD5s.
Yeah.
Now, I know, it's actually kind of funny because we do a lot of these, and, like, almost everybody has Boss pedals.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's like you can't go wrong with them. I mean, especially I would say next in line would be MXR. Do I prefer MXR pedals better? Yeah, of course. But when I need something that's always going to work, But
So then the little minute details, strings and picks. What's he using?
for Ryan Monroe, your basic Tortex yellow picks. Strings, we're just doing Diodarios right now. I think 115s. I think, what is it, 11 through 49? Something like that. No wound third. But yeah, everybody in this band, we got some macho strings.
Yeah, right.
Big power lines. Yeah, totally. It's like, I had, I think, 11s on from Ryan, and it was like, just not enough, so it's like I think one of the guitars like 11 through 54 or something like that. All standard tuning too for Ryan. Ryan has the tunings all standard, couple capos, like first fret here and there, and then, like I said, for knock, it's the open D 6th fret. But yeah, that's about it that I can think of.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for taking
very
the time
welcome.
just to show us the rigs. Nice to
Give
meet
me the
you
rock
too.
block you want to.
What?
Feel the power.
All right. Thanks.
You're welcome.
This is Rebecca Dirks for PremierGuitar.com.